with Tangi Library Baby and Me. Welcome back to the Hammond branch. I am so excited that you guys have been coming into the library with your moms and dads and grown-ups and checking out books again. It's so great to see you and your family here in the library again. So today we're going to do a story time about apples, but we always start with our hello song. So what's our first body part that we touch? Always our nose, right? And for this one, just like we did on Pirate Week, we're gonna hook our finger because we're gonna use that in our sign language. And you can hook either, you can hook both, however you like. And then we're gonna pat our head, pat it with one hand, pat it with two hands, however you want. You can do it anyway. And then what's our last one? We always finish with the same one. We're gonna find our belly button and boop our belly. Okay, you ready? Well, hello everybody, can you touch your nose? Touch your nose, touch your nose. Well, hello everybody, can you touch your nose? Touch your nose. Well, hello everybody, can you hook your finger? Hook your finger, hook your finger. Well, hello everybody, can you hook your finger? Hook your finger. Very good. Next one, pat your head. Well, hello everybody, can you pat your head? Pat your head, pat your head. Well, hello everybody, can you pat your head? Pat your head. Last one, where's your belly button? Well, hello everybody, can you boop your belly? Boop your belly. Boop your belly. Well, hello everybody, can you boop your belly? Boop your belly. Good job, guys. I can't wait to do this with you in person and dance in bubbles and play with toys again. It's coming soon, and I'm so excited to do that. But for now, we are super happy to still be able to do story time virtually. Always share pictures and let me know you watch so that I can see your faces too. Shell kind of misses having other people's faces during story time and not just herself all sitting in the library by herself. Okay, so today we are doing a story time on apples, but first let's do our color. Can anybody tell me what color this is? If you're at home, you just shout it out. Nobody cares. Let's see what things are in our picture that are the same color. So there's some watermelon, and there's a heart, and a tomato, and just like in our story, there's an apple that is this color. There's a rose or a flower, and a ladybug, and a fire truck. Woo, woo, woo. So what color are all of those things? Do you know? They're red. Okay, hopefully you shouted it out right, but if not, we'll remember for next week, okay? So our color is red. And the way that we say red in sign language is you take your pointer finger, which is your one right next to your thumb. He's kind of tall, but he's not your tallest one. He's just this one right here. Take your pointer finger and you put it by your mouth, and then you just hook it. So you go from a straight finger to a hooked finger, and that's red. Red. Just like that. That's super easy because you know how to make your pirate hooks. Just like when we did parrot, we touched our nose. This one we come right by our mouth and we just say red. Okay? Now what is our shape? It's the same one as our pirate treasure, and we went over it again last week for Ferdinand. Can anybody remember? It is the shape. Apples are not really exactly the shape, but they're kind of close. It's the closest shape to what an apple looks like. But it was also our pirate treasure, or a basketball would be this color. A scoop of ice cream would be this color, would be this shape. Can anybody remember? It's circle. And for circle, we take our two pointer fingers, one's right by our thumbs, we put them together and we just make the shape circle, and come back and touch those two fingers down at the bottom. So circle. I hope you guys are learning these and doing them at home with me. And then finally, our last word that we're going to talk about today is apple. Okay, so for apple, you're going to kind of Take your pointer finger and bend it where it sticks above the rest of your fingers. And then you're just gonna do like this on your cheek. Because a word that grown-ups used to use is the apple of your cheek. Used to be this part right here, the part that's puffier when you smile. It's your apple of your cheek. And so they kept that word for sign language. So you just take your finger, apple. Okay, just right up on your cheek, apple. So it's kind of a hook, but it keeps going, apple. All right, so let's get started with our felt boards. Make sure Shell has all her things right in front of her. So the first little apple in the basket was red and shiny. And the second little apple in the basket said, "Oh my, what a cozy bed." And the third apple in the basket said, "Move over, you pair, make room for me." The fourth apple in the basket said, "Please move over there," because he's running out of room in that special basket, right? And then the fifth apple in the basket said, "Oh me, oh my, oh dear, this basket looks like a pastry. I think we've made ourselves a pie." Do you think that they did? Because watch what happens if I put my basket on top of my apples. Does that kind of look like an apple pie? A yummy treat? Yeah, it does. All our apples tuck themselves right into a yummy treat for us. Okay, so for our next felt board, we're gonna keep our 5 apples, and you can help me count them. 1, 2, 3, woo, 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 if Shell can do it, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna practice going down and still remembering our numbers, because we're gonna take one away every time. And I hope you guys will shout out the numbers with me. Your grown-ups can help you. If you don't quite remember what that number is gonna be, they would be glad to help, okay? So we're gonna do this to the same song as 5 Little Monkeys Swinging in the Tree, but we're gonna swing some apples. Okay, here we go. 5 little apples swinging in the tree. I wish one would fall for me. One fell down and boom, hit the ground. Now how many apples do you see? So we had 5. How many do we have now? Let's count them. 1, what comes next? 2, 3, and what's this one? 4. So we have 4 apples. So we take our thumb and we tuck it, okay? 4 little apples swinging from the tree. I sure wish one would fall to me. 1 apple fell and hit the ground. Now how many apples do you see? So we had 4 and one of them went away. Do you remember what number this is? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. And see, when we put our fingers up like that, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you have to have 1 for each number you say. That's how we count it. So we have 3 little apples swinging in the tree. I sure wish one would fall to me. 1 fell down and boom, it hit the ground. Now how many apples do we see? What do we think? This next one better fall in my hand so I can eat it for lunch. Let's count them. 1, 2 more apples. So put your 2 fingers up like bunny ears. Ready? 2 little apples swinging in the tree. I sure wish one would fall to me. 1 fell down and boom, it hit the ground. Now how many apples do you see? How many do we have left? We had 2. Now we're just down to this one. Just 1 apple left. 1 little apple swinging in the tree. I sure wish it would fall for me. That 1 fell down and I caught it before it hit the ground, and now it's a yummy snack for me. Very good. Okay, I hope you guys did a good job counting your apples. We're going to read our story in just a second, but before we do, I do want to talk about our craft. So every branch is going to have some of these for you to make. It's going to have everything you need inside a baggie along with some instructions just like this. And then when you're done, you get to make this pretty apple. And I don't know if you can tell on the video, but if you hang this in the window, the sun will shine through and it'll be super pretty because this is just tissue paper. And you'll get to touch the sticky contact paper, which is super, super fun. So I hope that you guys will come and pick your apples up and then show me pictures of them when they're hanging in your window, or you could put a hole in the top and hang it from the ceiling and just let it swing in the air, just like that. If you come into the library, Shell is gonna hang her apple over in the children's area for you to come and see. I hope that you will come and maybe say hi while you're here. So that is available at every branch in the Tangi Library System. So here we go. Apples and Robins by Lucy Felix. Now this is a story about apples, but it's also got a lot of shapes in it. So I'm hoping that you guys are gonna help me remember all of these shapes. And we're reading it with permission of Chronicle Books because they are so, so good to us. So this is our shape for this month. Do we remember what this is? A circle. All you need for apples are circles and the color red. See how that happened? Summer is ending. The apples hang high on my tree, just out of reach. Just like when our apples were in our felt board were too high, Shell hoped one would fall to her. All you need for a ladder are 6 rectangles. 5 of them have to be short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 rectangle has to be long. What do you think it's gonna make? How's that ladder gonna look? That does look just like a ladder, doesn't it? And you can climb into the leafy branches to pick an apple. And all you need to take a bite are 2 circles. An apple is a circle, and your open mouth, that's a circle too. A bite of an apple is oh so sweet, but someone else thinks so too. Can you see right here? What is that? That's a worm. Ooh. All you need for a bird are 3 triangles for the robin's whistle and a red oval for its round breast. So how is that gonna turn into a bird? That doesn't really look like a bird, does it? But watch. Here's the robin's whistle, and here he is grabbing the worm for us. It will fly away with the worm and sit in my apple tree singing. All you need for a birdhouse are walls and a roof and a little door. How do you think this is going to become a birdhouse? We've got some parallelograms, that's a big word, and a little tiny circle. And what's this one? A triangle, because it has 3 sides. But look, it did make a birdhouse, didn't it? And a string to hang it. And now there's a place for the robins to nest. See, there's a daddy and a mommy robin, and they can live in the pretty birdhouse in the apple tree. But all you need for the storm is for the wind to blow. Can you pretend to blow with me? And the sky to rumble. Why do you think this is gonna look like a sky that's rumbly? Doesn't look like a rumbly sky to me. But wait, what did it become? Remember the zings of lightning when we did weather? Crack! Uh-oh. Oh no, what happened to our birdhouse? Our poor robins, they're losing their home. What a mess. But we'll rake the leaves and we'll gather the apples. All you need for a basket, so this is like a half of a circle and a rectangle. And here's a whole circle over here, right? We really love our circles in this book. But look what it made, is a basket. Is an empty place to put things. That's all a basket is an empty place to put things. And all you need for a birdhouse, what do you think? Is a hammer and some nails. See the hammer? I'll climb the ladder and hang the birdhouse and take the apples in to eat. So see, he's gonna, some of the tree broke, and that's okay because the birdhouse is still gonna have a place to hang, and he gets to take all those yummy apples. He doesn't care if they hit the floor. All winter long, there will be apples. See, she's looking out her window and see the snow. We don't get much snow here, but it does get cold. And there she is inside. And there will be robins because they're gonna stay in their house. And one morning when you're making breakfast, look at these yellow circles. And here are some yellow ovals. We're gonna do ovals when we talk about pumpkins. Shell's gonna bring her pumpkins in and we'll talk about circles and ovals because some of our pumpkins are different shapes. Look, there's eggs for breakfast. But also, an egg will crack in the robin's nest. Look at the babies. Have you ever found a baby bird nest or a baby bird, seen baby birds in a house in your yard? They are so noisy because they want their mommies and daddies to bring them worms. There will be baby robins and apple flowers. And the apple flowers smell so good, they're so pretty. And it will be spring. So isn't that neat that right now we're at the end of summer, the first day of fall just happened, so we're gonna start getting a little bit cooler weather, and we're gonna come up with Halloween and pumpkins and Thanksgiving and turkeys, but soon, after the winter passes, it'll be spring again, and we'll start seeing the baby robins and things will start warming up. So every year we get to see new things. Okay, let's do our turtle song because then it's time to say goodbye. Get your turtle up there. Put his little head out, cover him with his shell. My mommy had a turtle, she named him Tiny Tim. She put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water, he ate up all the soap, and now he's home, sick in bed with a bubble in his throat. Bubble, 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 pop. Very good. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.